Yo, what's good, everyone? Today is August the 8th, 2023. Dear most gracious and Heavenly Father, we thank you, God, for yet another opportunity of prayer. Thank you, God, for waking us up this morning, starting us on our way. Thank God for your goodness, your mercy, and your grace. Just ask you, God, that you will bless us, continue to bless us, and shower over us, keep us covered with your precious blood as storms and tropical storms go throughout our land, oh God. We ask you, God, that you look on the homeless as well as those that are going through in their body, oh God. Those that have different procedures, medical procedures on this week. That you just be with them, comfort them, and keep them, as well as the doctors, nurses, and every part of the staff that's involved. We ask all these things. And we also ask that you bless our viewers as well as their families. Keep everyone covered with your precious blood. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. What's good, everybody? Who's out here? Let me know who's out there. If I put something in the comments, I know who's tuning in and which platform are you watching this on this evening. Please keep me up to date so I can follow along. I want to know if anybody's watching on YouTube as well as who's viewing on my personal page versus the Marvin Bennett Jr. page. I see you guys coming in. What's good, Jennifer? It's so good to see you. We're going to get into the North Lincoln Park Festival as well. Big Danny King. What's good, Danny? I was thinking about you earlier, man. I need you back on the show, man. I got a specific topic that I want to cover with you as well. So I'm gonna be reaching out to you real soon, bro, so we can hopefully do that before the month is over or sometime in September. What's good, Rochelle? Thank everybody for tuning in. Let's get these Born Day shout outs out the way as you guys keep on coming in. Just let me know who's out here. All right, I'm gonna definitely hit you up, D. Want to start out by saying happy Born Day to Tremaine Ridley, Mr. Lloyd Hackins, Linnea Ladler, Moses Jones, Bishop Mitchell Blue, Kimberly Brock, Kyla Millette, Miss the beautiful Camilla Williams, Janora Short, my boy Troll, happy born day, my brother. Uh, my cousin David Bergman, Big Woo, beautiful Anika Coleman, Mr. Dean Lawson, Inez Jones, my girl, former nemesis, rival. Now we friends. We cool again. Former show, guest on the show, Miss Shauna, my man Braxton Moore, Nicola Branch, Camilla Tucker, Dawn Freeman, my cousin Kareem Rasul, Ash, Ashland Strickland, Jennifer Slaughter. Happy born day, Jen. Miss Sandra Bell, Kia Fish, Pastor Gilbert White, Sharonda Smith, my girl Shawana, Dr. Grace Nichols, happy heavenly born day to my old sis, D. Taylor, my man Boston, Pastor Annette Patrick, Keisha Williams, Shalisa Burwell, Mackenzie Santiago, North Carolina's own Miss Melissa Wade, Terry Tucker, Lori Garrett, Josh Williams, my cuz, um, Dawn Young, Shayla Neal, my man Craig Wright, my Carol Dortch Wright, Taisha Gary, Natalie Duncan, uh, Robin Brown, Dolores Phelps, Sister Terry Eaton, and last but not least, my dad, Mr. Marvin Bennett Sr., and my other pops. What's your YouTube? YouTube is the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show. You can just search Marvin Bennett Jr. Show on the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show on YouTube. What's good, Eric and Janelle? Man, what's good? Man, we doing the sports real soon too. So holler at me. Let me know when you're available. We're gonna do these sports shows and I'll stream those live. I'm gonna just upload the. I'm gonna massively output the shows on the YouTube channel. So let me know when you got time. What's good to Shiva? My mom asked about you again Sunday. So I'll let you give somebody prayers. And like I was saying, the end of Born Day shout outs, I want to say happy Born Day. Uh it's not playing on your show page for me. I gotta figure out how to do that then. Maybe I haven't completed the setup. I think I did, but I'm not sure. But to complete the Born Day shout outs, happy Born Day to my father Marvin Bennett and my other pops as well. Gary McCray, happy Born Day to you fellas. And tomorrow, Miss Janelle Moffitt will be celebrating her. So, you starting already, Moshe. You starting already. So happy born day to her as well. Early born day. Yeah, that's what we're gonna get into tonight. I was trying to be funny in the pre-show announcement saying I don't know what we could possibly talk about, but we're gonna get into that. But while I got my cousin man here, I don't know how many of you ladies is up on it, but you know they got this NIL deal now where college players will get paid. How many of you guys are aware of that? Okay, I'm on here. Okay, good deal. Invite me to watch when you start talking about the chair and Aquaman. Girl, just hang tight. Ain't nobody going back to do no invites. I barely manage the stuff that I got now. Just stay with me. But the NIL deal is where these name, image, and likeness, where these kids can get paid in college now. Before I actually get into the show too, I want to ask everybody that they keep the Skinner family as well as my Bennett family in prayers as we get ready to lay to rest my uncle this Friday. Rest in peace, Uncle Allen. Keep my Aunt Viv as well as Jonathan and all his children in your prayers as we go to lay him to rest and celebrate his life this Friday. I solicit your prayers for our family. But yeah, it's the name, image, and likeness is where college players can get paid now for their name, image, and likeness. And I was reading something about Jerry Stackhouse, former North Carolina player, commenting about, it's just out of control now. Where LeBron James' son is making $7.2 million a year for this NIL, and I'm happy that kids are making that money because the colleges are gonna make that money regardless. But is that too much? And then Angel, I believe the young lady name is Angel Reese. I believe she plays for the Vice now, and the Las Vegas Aces. And they said that when she left college, she was making $14 million a year. Like that's out of control of bonkers on this. But y'all ready to get into this? So maybe we'll cover that on that sports show, man. But I want to definitely do Alabama. Yeah, I gotta be talking about Alabama. I definitely want to do that soon. Talk about that Alabama Sweet Tea Party. Y'all bugging. Lift every voice and swing. Well, let's go ahead and get in that. We'll get into the Spence fight later too, because I do want to talk about that seriously for a second, just to know y'all take on whether he should have fought, whether he shouldn't have fought. And I'm not into making excuses or anything like that. Dude lost his fight, but we had to watch the fight that when Muhammad Ali was talking and whispering, we got to that point there. We had to watch the fight that he fought in just because he signed the contract and he knew what he was doing. Like it's different when your mental capacity is totally shot. Well, I won't say totally shot, but when it's altered. You know, these brain injuries and what have you, they I don't care that you don't care about the NIL, Erica. These brain injuries are different because you can't see it's not like a broken bone. And it's sad that, well, not even sad. I just think that if it was up to me, if I was commissioner of boxing or whatever case would be, I think that somebody has to say that no matter how much money is involved, how much what's good, Jew? No matter how much money is involved, how much money can be made. Sometimes we got to protect these athletes from themselves. Because when you're a true warrior, when you're a true athlete, there's nothing that can stop you from getting on that field. Now, back to Errol Spence. When you look at the accident, and for those that haven't, just Google or YouTube the Errol Spence accident. Just view the footage. When you get ejected from a car that's doing 120 miles per hour, yo, if I'm in charge, you're never ever fighting again. You're never ever fighting again. That is a walking miracle. No one is supposed to walk away from that, dude. So I don't care if you win a fight after that or not. He should never be in the ring again, as far as I'm concerned. That's something that's crazy. He was thrown from a car that he was driving, I believe, drunk at 120 miles an hour. That is absolutely crazy. Um, So yeah, we're gonna get into that too. But let's see what you say, Rochelle. Once that dude did that Lil King kick through the hat off, it was all time. He had 3 accidents, bruh, but could have really hurt him, but ain't want to. Who you talking about? Spencer Crawford, Drew, had 3 accidents. He had the one car accident, but he had two. He had a retina surgery on his eye as well. And that was another thing. Like Crawford didn't really want to beat him like he possibly could have. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point. He shouldn't have been in the ring. I just think that it was a money grab. It was a big money grab and a payday. That yeah. See, I ain't seen nothing about 3 accidents. I know he had the one though. And moving 100, getting thrown from a car that's moving 120, that's a bit extreme. I think you better get a relationship with God, if nothing else. With that there, we're gonna talk about all that because it's current affairs. That's why. And I know once y'all get to talking about this Chad and this Alabama kind of stuff, we ain't getting back to nothing else. So therefore, let's get this stuff out the way. Yeah, the fight was 2 weeks ago. Something that needed to be talked about. And I wasn't here last week. Um, but yeah, I just don't think that he should have been in the ring whatsoever after watching the footage of the accident. So yeah, that's my take on that. He had 2 more accidents after he was thrown from the first accident. Oh wow, yeah. See, so that right there. Not only do he not need to be in the ring, sound like he don't need to be behind a car, behind a steering wheel. That's what it sounds like to me. Forget boxing. They need to take his driver's license from him. All right, but here we go. For all the people out there in the Marvin Business Jr. show land, in the land amongst those that'll see this later. For those that say black people cannot unite, I say touche. We show unity in the state of all states. It's crazy. What's crazy is in all the states, Alabama. And I always joke and say, well, there's 2 states that I never want to ride through again. I've been once in my life, said I never want to go back. Not even ride through. That's Mississippi and Alabama. I don't even like the feel that I feel when I was riding through those places. And y'all bear with me because I'm trying to see why some of the comments are coming up on StreamYard and some of them are not. But I do see them here on Facebook, so we're gonna rock with that. Oh yeah, I knew that was always a rumor that black people can't swim because I've been swimming all my life. I learned how to swim as a youngster, and I can swim. But Alabama, folks in Alabama, good lord. All I want to say is, Carly, you better look out because they coming for you next. These people out here worried about you, looking for missing babies with Pampers on. They coming for you next, Carly. Even though you want us, they coming for you next. But so what y'all take? I almost wish some of y'all was on camera tonight, so we could talk. So I could talk about this with some other people. But y'all keep the comments coming because I mean that's what we got to go with for now. But and the funny thing for me was when I first seen it, I think the first place I seen it, I think was on TikTok. And when I seen it, I didn't realize that it was fresh or that it was going to become what it became. And the next thing I know, the next day I get up, it's on everybody's Facebook page. It's all over Instagram. Celebrities talking about it. It's all over TikTok like crazy. Everybody that did the voiceovers. Chairs for sale on Amazon and everything else. What's good, Mitch? I gave Bishop Mitch, I gave you a happy born day shout out at the beginning of the show. The funniest one I seen so far was that chair should be in the black in the Civil Rights Museum. It should go in the Civil Rights Museum immediately. When he was chairing man and woman, yo, he was going crazy. And the first thing, like I said, I didn't know the backstory of what it was. I just thought it was an altercation. I didn't know it was going to get to the magnitude it did. But when he first grabbed that chair, it was the first swing. Okay, it was all good. But that second swing, I said, "Oh, he going to jail tonight. He is definitely going to jail tonight." But the real MVP, and he did his thing. But the real MVP for me, as Michelle said earlier, was my man. My man jumped in the water. He swam to go get involved in the fight. I don't think I ever seen that before in my life. I know I haven't seen that before. I've never seen somebody jump in the river to go join a fight. My profile chair, my profile pic is a chair. I don't know why it isn't showing in here for me. Because the internet is blocking y'all. Y'all out of control with these chairs. I've seen that from quite a few people today with the chairs as they profile. And they got shorts. My other one had the chair neck piece. And said, if you see this chain or this charm coming up, we are also, we about that smoke. But it was absolutely crazy and bonkers, all that tape. Okay, so it was definitely on YouTube as well. Getting notifications that people are checking it out on YouTube, so that's working. But yeah, so I guess how it started is from what I've seen. The backstory is there was dude that threw the hat. He was a security guard and was asking them to move their boat to get out of the way of the Marriott, the other boat that was supposed to be moving. Your comment just disappeared, you. You must have deleted. Yeah, it was just crazy. So he asked him, he just out there, another black man just doing his job. And next thing you know, I see old buddy charge him. Because the first dude he was talking to was just arguing with him back and forth for a minute. This dude come out of nowhere and charge him. Like y'all said, man, look, when Money took that hat and threw that hat up in the air, oh, it was on, yo. It was on. That man screwed his job. Screw you. Like, I'm coming for all the smoke, yo. Them two white guys jumped in the water too much. Yo, one of the ladies did too. Is a video where this lady, she jumped in the water feet first. She didn't want none of that smoke, yo. It's like all the black people in Alabama was saying, you gonna learn today. And then the other thing that's real funny to me is how many people is one I seen one where they actually interview somebody got the interview page. Anybody that's friends with Jadette Williams on Facebook, Jadette Williams, go look on Jadette page. She posted where the lady that was recording, that did the recording, that was doing the play-by-play on the original video, she did an interview. So she giving you a exclusive interview on that page there. And it's her. You can tell that it's her. And she telling you everything that happened, how it started and all that kind of stuff there. So pull that up and check that out. I thought when he threw that hat, it was a trick. Nah. That means it's go time, baby. And it was like the pause in the hat though too. He took it. Let's go. See buddies coming down from the deck, coming from this way, coming from that way, coming from every which way. And then the other thing that was funny to me too, but what I was saying was it was crazy to me, not only the play-by-play lady that initially got her video posted that we was able to see, it really was crazy to me. That's what I said, Erica. Yeah, he's like, yo, y'all can have this job. I'm about to get it on. How many people on that deck had their phones out recording? It had to be at least 20 people standing right there recording the whole thing with their own commentary. Ooh, yeah, man, these about to kick their ass and this and that there. It was, oh my God, it was one for the ages. And then what really got me too was toward the end of it, when they find old buddy with the chair, when they finally get him, when the police finally get him on the ground and handcuffing him, like the white lady that come up that the police officer knocked down, that he pushed her down, what in the world was she going to do? Like, what in the world was she going to do? Somebody please let me know. Bro, I lost him when Aquaman hit a dude with the rock. With the rock. I want to say he the real MVP, right? What's good, man? He's definitely by far the real MVP, man. I've never seen somebody swim to a fight. That right there, he's my MVP. Dude with the chair, yeah, he was doing his thing. But to swim to a fight, oh yeah, I need some friends like that in my life, yo. Hey, that's having your back for real. And it's funny, it's real crazy now because he don't even know dude. He just saying something's going down. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, even myself, for all of us that say that that's half the black folk problem is we can't unite and we can't get along. Man, listen, as Marvin Bennett, I'm never saying that again because people, the black folk in Alabama, they show that we can unite under the right circumstances. It's one for all and all for one. That was, yo, that junk, boy, I swear that made my weekend. I seen everybody, it made everybody else weekend too. Everybody posting how, you know, their stomach is hurting from laughter. They've been laughing at it all week. Like they always say, like that meme be saying these days, the internet is undefeated, yo. The internet is definitely undefeated. Them was big boys that was on their ass too. Yeah, they was. Yeah, I want to say somebody. I think somebody said that they was fraternity cats. It was in a fraternity. That lady that got pushed by the cop was getting ready to talk shiggity to the chairman on the board. Okay, while he was handcuffed. That's why the cop. Okay, got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cause I'm like, yo, what is she going to do? They already got dude on the ground, but that makes sense. That sounds like a typical Karen move. So thanks, Ray. Yeah, we know how them cameras are. What were you doing with that chair? And you should. I hope you don't never get out of jail. And you just spend the rest of your life in jail, buddy. The cop said, "Lady, shut up and get out of here. get out of here. All you doing is making it worse." Because they already, like I said, they already had buddy. Now, let me ask all y'all, everybody commenting on it, everybody, we cracking jokes on it. So, out of everybody that's viewing, let's ask which part would you have been on? Would you been a part of the fight, or would you have been one of the ones recording? The dude with the chair was not pushing around. No, he was not. He was down with it. I don't condone violence, but the unity was beautiful. Absolutely. Those white folk were hyped up because Trump was there that weekend. Oh, okay. Okay. So we might have to watch the what is it, the Republican, whatever y'all know I'm not into politics, whatever the DNC and the RB, whatever, the Republican convention this year, to see if they're gonna have a part two. I think I would have been in the fight. Sorry. That's it. Keep it real. I would have picked up my chair and joined my crew. All right. So now everybody Monday morning quarterback. We all would have been fighting instead of what the sheep say. I would have been running away from the entire situation. I'm afraid to get hurt. There you go. There you go. One person keeping it real. So thanks to you, we wouldn't have helped Buddy out. If it was up to you to see, we would have helped Buddy out or had the footage to be laughing about that. But I appreciate the honesty. I ain't mad at that. Thomas said, I'm fighting. Oh, Tom, look. They would have tried to shoot your big behind, boy. They saying you coming. I think they would have thought twice. Well, if you had been that guard in the position of the guard, they definitely would have thought twice. The Republican debate is what's coming up. Yeah, that's why I said I might have to tune in this year because that might be part two. If my kids were there, I'd have been recording, but if they weren't, I would have been fighting. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I probably would have been all about that smoke too. Especially if I don't know, I might have been late to the fight because I would have got more a little bit while we fighting and what's going on first. But I would have gladly been a part of that fight, especially once I seen what it was about and all that did and the circumstances. Oh yeah, let's get down. Like high learning. That's always my favorite. When they see them going up carrying their trays up to the lunch table at their little area, and the camera slow grind and show all their faces and show Ice Cube. Then they get the Buster and Buster let out that roar. It's go time, baby. It's on and popping. And we upstairs, so y'all ain't going nowhere. They did the same thing just on the pier in the state of Alabama. Boy, I swear, you gotta love black people, man. I swear. And it's like that's the flip side of it too. Like when I wish we had some white viewers out there today too. I wonder somebody will probably see it on YouTube later or whatever. But I'm curious, like what a part of white privilege, being American, whatever you want to call it. Why do y'all feel like y'all can just talk to anybody any old kind of way? Like, what gives y'all that audacity? Is it something that's ingrained in you at birth? Like, I'm just real curious of where does that come from? Knowing that you could potentially, oh my God, that's the by far the funniest one too. I've seen is one. I don't know if it's real though. I know them black eyes is real because dude, purple all under here and whatnot. But it's one where one of the white is a white guy. He's supposed to be part of the fight, and they asking him, what he happened, what happened, and he said, he might have been 56 years old, but he could still sway. He got the tissue coming out of both nostrils, both eyes is lumped up. Oh my God, I said, he said he might be old, but he can still sway. I haven't seen an old school fight in a long time. This would have been catastrophic if someone would have pulled out a gun. Absolutely. You're right about that. Oh yeah, if somebody had to pull out a gun, it would have been it wouldn't be all shits and giggles for lack of a better term. It'd have been a totally different outcome if they had to pull out a gun. You can't be wrong and right at the same time. They thought no one was going to help the guy. That's a big part of it too, dude. That's a good point. Going to sleep real quick. Y'all have a good night. And Tory Lane's things is crazy too. 10 years is ridiculous. He should have hit Meg with a chair instead. Oh, I ain't even see that. He got sentenced today. And you have a good night, EJ. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, I gotta definitely pull that up once we finish the show. Or I can pull it up while we talking. But they gave him 10 years for that? Yeah, that's crazy. But the shit, you definitely hit the nail on the head. If it had been a gun involved, if they had to put up. But the way where my boy was going hand with that chair, man, I don't know which one would have been worse. Because the way he was beating that lady in the head with the chair for trying to help her husband, whatever, I'm like, dude, one whack was good enough. She was still laying there. He was still playing whack-a-mole. He was playing whack-a-mole like he was at Chuck E. Cheese or somewhere. I was watching the Young Turks today and found there is an Alabama law that if you join and fight to help the person who was attacked, it's legal. The only one who gets charged other than the white folks is the chairman. And almost all of the folks who came to the chairman rescues were fellow employees from the white race boat. Okay. Yeah, no, that chair was I don't know about a gun, but it was definitely a weapon. Definitely a weapon. That's why I was almost saying, like, I mean, bullets hurt and they do kill people, but the damage he was doing, man, he could have bust that lady head to the white meat and been looking at a bed, like a murder bed. I just heard that none of the black people will be charged. I'm still waiting for more details because I did see they had 4 West warrants right out there, and I did see another video where the girl I'm telling y'all about that was doing the play-by-play, everybody video that we initially seen. There's another video of somebody recording her talking to the police, and I was thinking about when I was watching it. I'm with Julian. Didn't you hear the bang? She's talking to the police, and I'm like, this is the one time. This is the one time where you don't you get a pass for snitching. When I say old girl was telling the police everything, like play by play, who had on what, where who was standing. He said all he was trying to do was his job. That's all he was trying to do. And then they wanted to move their boat, and they wanted to get on their boat because we were waiting to get on the marriage. I felt sorry for her, but there's casualties. Well, absolutely. I know the white people were charged with the incident inciting a riot, and that's the point that I was making, Ray. That's what I was getting to in this video where she's giving the play-by-play. They got all them jokers in handcuffs. The only black dude I seen in handcuffs throughout all the videos was my buddy with the chick. But they had them white folk lined up, at least 4 or 5 of them, with their hands already handed in the back as she telling them what's going on. And police officer like, yeah, pretty much we heard everything we need to know. Get them on out of here. And they were charged. And then I was saying this morning that they had like another 4 arrest warrants to serve. So yeah, you gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. They will go on the wrong side. And you know, it used to be to have that saying when it came to alcohol, getting white boy wasted. White folk, y'all need to be mindful of that too. Like y'all get out there on these boats and drinking that beer and stuff like that. There, yo, that liquid courage, it'll get you in trouble sometimes. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, yo. I'm curious about what Eric was talking about now. What's that kid's name? Oh, Tory Lane. Yeah, man, it was crazy though. Yeah, Tory Lane sentenced to 10 years for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. Good gracious. Another career down the drain over stupidity. Yeah, I know who he was. I didn't know that he had got sentenced today, though. That's what I was talking about. I had to I'm getting up there, bro. I had to think of his name real quick because I don't listen to nobody pretty much after 2000. If their name ain't J. Cole or Kendrick or Drake, don't really listen to Drake either, but I would. But yeah, a lot of these jokers, Lil Baby, he pretty decent too. He been under a lot of scrutiny too. I know you ain't got to tell me. I think just about everybody that's watching this joint feel the same way. Lil Baby, he done come up under scrutiny after them pictures of the white party done surfaced though, looking in those compromised positions with rich white men hugging on him like that. I don't know how street cred gonna hold up after this. I need to see some interviews of him talking about something. Because they was kind of suspect. Especially if y'all ain't cool. Like I don't know. I really don't know what that was about. But 10 years, how y'all feel about that? 10 years, that's a long time, man, for shooting somebody in the foot. I just watched the press conference. Only the white people who was charged with assault. Okay, cool. That's a good deal. So that's another victory for it. What day was that? Was that Saturday, the 5th? It's like, yo, that was another funny, good one that I saying. It's like every day, every year now from on August 5th, we all need to go to Alabama to commensurate National Chair Whoop Ass with a Chair Day. It's gonna be put on the official Black holiday calendar, August 5th. And to all my white friends and viewers, Just bear with us. We just having fun at y'all expense. Getting a good laugh in. We done had enough heartache and misery, not from you particularly, but your people historically. So it's kind of cool to actually be able to have a laugh for once. Oh, Erica, you could. I mean, she gone now, but she can see us because I see Ray's. So I was wondering, like, why is all the Ray's picture all white, but he got the chairs as profile picture? I was talking to a girl at work today. She said, no, yesterday. She said, I bet you, and I ain't even think to check the look. She's like, I bet you the prices of them chairs don't went up over something as simple as that. The prices of what Fat Joe say? Yesterday's price is not today's price. Oh, we're gonna be running out. They're gonna be targeted in Home Depot and everybody else that sell them chairs. They're gonna be running out of some chairs. Like 3 years ago, they ran out of toilet tissue everywhere. I didn't know that used to be a slave trade in port. Oh wow! So yeah, that was the ancestors with them. That's what that was. And they got possessed by the ancestors to get some get back. I didn't know that either though, Tom. Yeah, I think, like I said, y'all just be cautionary how y'all jump out on folk like that. Black folks gonna be open carrying those shit. That's like you said, that's gonna be a new thing. Forget the back and chains that the gangs used to be wearing and the guns and all that. There, people just gonna start walking with chairs over their shoulder these days. That's gonna be watch it. I guarantee it's gonna catch on. If nothing else, it's gonna be some spoofs in the videos in the next couple of days. I'm like, when is this gonna end? So I think this gonna last about. How long y'all think it's gonna last? I think we're gonna still be talking about this. I think it's gonna last for at least a good month. I don't think it's going nowhere no time soon though. That's crazy. But yeah, on a serious note, y'all really help me. I need y'all to help me get these subscriptions up on YouTube. Um, I know a lot of people be checking it out, but don't just watch on YouTube, but just go back on there and watch. I need you guys to subscribe to the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show, as well as tell all your friends, tell all your families. You got to get these numbers up. I really want to grow this into a big thing. I want to make this thing special. I want to appreciate. I want to look back 2 years from now and appreciate all of y'all that's been rocking with me from the beginning. Because I expect where I expect to be in 2 years from now. I want to see us on a whole different level. But I need y'all help getting there. It's a big part of that is getting these numbers up. So I really need y'all help with that. Letting your friends know, even if they don't watch any of the shows. Go over there and subscribe. Go over there and subscribe. But thanks for not saying that you subscribed earlier, and everybody else. But if you haven't already, please go on YouTube and subscribe to the channel and tell everybody else that you know about it. And like I said, always I want to hear from you guys on ideas for different topics and shows that we're gonna do in the future. But now that I'm using this StreamYard platform, forgot to put my little banner up. Um, I really plan on taking it to the next level. I'm gonna get a little bit more time on my hands. So therefore I want to do we're gonna always keep the Tuesday night platform the same. That's not going anywhere. But we're gonna do pre-recorded shows that I could put on straight on on the YouTube channel for like this top five. Um our personal top five NBA, NFL, all these sports things that you ladies don't want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could mass upload those to the YouTube channel. That way we can get it to a big audience as well. Because conversation is going it's going to definitely peak barbershop conversations amongst amongst viewers. Oh man, this joke will sound crazy, mentioning this joke and that, all that kind of back and forth. So I'm really looking forward to that. This being the 50th year of hip hop, um, I had a blast out there at the Lincoln Park Music Festival there in Newark. Um, oh man, it was an awesome job this year. We had good guests out there. They killed the crowd, nice crowd, and I'm proud to be from Newark. Knowing that they have this big music festival is jam packed, thousands upon thousands of people out there, and we haven't had one incident. Was no Alabama going on there. Like no, everything was just peace and love and music all week. So I'm real proud of that. I'm real proud of us for doing that. And I hope we can continue to keep that going and keep on having this thing every single year and making it bigger and better, because it used to be a weekend. Now it's a full out week that they're doing this whole thing, the Lincoln Park Music Festival. So big ups to them and big ups to us for, like I said, going out there, staying safe, um, keeping it respectful, and having a good time, just vibing with one another, man. It was so awesome. Got to see so many people that I haven't seen in years, and KRS-One still got it. He still is Chris. He's still the teacher. Um, so yeah, I definitely want to get that. I want to do the sports shows, and I want to do at least 2 or 3 hip hop shows for the remainder of the year, with it being the 50th year anniversary. Because that I remember KRS-One said how we 50 hip hop even isn't 50 years old in my philosophy. And here it is, we made it to 50. Nobody would have seen it. Nobody would have seen it, but we're still here, and it's still going strong too. Um, and then we could talk about that whole debate as well. This younger generation versus old school hip hop and just mumble rap and all that there. We can get in those kind of conversations as well. You guys take on it. I never want to sound like a hater. Then we could let me know if you're able to do some of those sports shows too, right? Because like I said, we're gonna do those pre-recorded, so it doesn't have to necessarily be 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. So y'all let me know when y'all those jokes that want to be involved with that there. With those particular shows, hip hop and the sports shows, let me know so we can all get together a time, whether it be on the weekend, time that works for everybody to get on the panel, and then we'll make that happen like that. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to get those out the way and just mass upload them and keep that going. We won't be here next Tuesday. Well, will not be a show next Tuesday. We'll reconvene on the 22nd. We want to see 50 and Busta Rhymes next Tuesday. Looking forward to that. I haven't seen 50 live yet, so we're gonna get into the G unit. Gonna go out there and see what kind of show 50 got. Stuff that I've seen on YouTube and from different parts of his shows and stuff looks pretty good and entertaining. Still 50, being 50. I call 50 King Petty, because nobody trolls better than 50. But I'm looking forward to seeing him live. And Buster, I remember seeing Buster at Weekway Park back around 1990, before we even knew who Leaders of the New School were. Just some kids performing at a park. And I never forget Buster dropping his pants and performing in a pamper like he was a part of Parliament Funk. And I said, yo, these jokers is wild, yo. Even if they don't make it, he gonna be turning to somebody. And all these years later, we talking about Busta Rhymes, y'all. So yeah, I want to do that. Like I said, just mass produce those pre-recorded shows and get that up there. We'll be back on the 22nd. Um, I'm not sure what we'll be talking about or what that is, but I'm gonna try to do a couple of commercials to put on the YouTube, not the YouTube, but the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show channel. Thanks for Erica for letting me know. I got to figure out how to stream, because it say that it should be there on the YouTube on the show channel as well. Let me matter of fact, while I'm talking, let me check real quick. Yeah, it's not on here. Pre-show announcement was on there, but oh yeah, it is showing on my profile on the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show on Facebook. It's on here as well. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, I'm looking at it now, so that's cool. All right, I ain't got to do nothing else special with that. Let me get back over here so I can see our comments stuff. Yeah, but like I said, we want to keep that going. Um, like Sway say, I have nothing left to say. I do want to say thanks for tuning in. I got you on both. All right, yeah, man, appreciate it. Cause I definitely want some diversity as far as demographics as well when we do this hip hop. Because I didn't realize how I moved to Arkansas that they listen to a whole different thing down there. And it's like people from Jersey, New York, we always biased with our music. Like we ain't listening to too much South and things like that. There usually, I think we kind of get exposed to that when cats go into the military and cats go off to college and you link up with people from different places. I always remember Tease and Rodney, my man Hot Rod, when he came home, the first time he came home from, I don't remember if it was Temple or Pine Bluff, but he came back to no, I think he just came from Connecticut, school in Connecticut. But we was riding up South Orange Avenue in the Montero. He like, yo, man, don't be tripping, don't be tripping. I got something I want you to hear though. And I remember that's when the digital radios first came out. You could see who was playing. I'm like, man, what in the world is UGK? Then this boy done went down here and got country, man. He got me listening to this country rap. But shout out to Pimp C and Bun B. Um, but yeah, we listen growing up, we wasn't listening to everything else. But you guys had access to that from day one, whether they were from Houston or Atlanta or Florida, Tulaku, West Coast, and all that there. So I kind of want to get people from different areas to be on those hip hop shows to get a different perspectives. So I really look forward to doing that as well. Um, and all my people that know me personally, you do not have to adjust your screen. Today marks the 3rd-year anniversary of the death of my cousin Earl. Shout out to Earl, and he was the big Kansas City fan. So I'm wearing this tonight in remembrance of him. We definitely miss you, Earl. Um, Gone but never ever forgotten, man. I miss these conversations, and it's crazy. I can still hear your voice even though you here. Just excited about these Chiefs and all that what they done become. Because we used to love giving you a hard time. Like, dudes, you will never see your team win the Super Bowl. You and my brother. Y'all the only, you, my brother, and my man Lou Zapata. Shout out to Lou. But 3 diehard Kansas City fans as long as I can remember. Go back to the Steve the Berg days. When Kansas City was still, oh my goodness. It's horrible. Shout out to DT, Derek Thomas, too. Derek Thomas was a problem. He was a beast, man. I don't think they talk about DT enough like they should as far as historically and bring his name up on these telecasts like they should. So shout out to Derek Thomas. He's one of the best to ever do it. But yeah, man, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. I thank y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. All again, the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show on YouTube. Please go subscribe. Tell everybody you know. Please do you a favor and go over there and subscribe to that for me. And I'm gladly appreciative. Um, what else did I have to say? Again, keep my family in prayer as we lay to rest. Allen and Skinner this weekend, this Friday. So keep us in your prayers. Um, and I hope all the rest of you guys continue to have a safe weekend. Let's keep our children covered in prayer, as those that have grade school kids as they get preparing to go back to school, the school year. Let's keep them in our prayers as well. It's kind of late, but I would have did it if I had thought about it ahead of time. We would have tried to do some kind of drive where we could help support those with children that's going back to school or what have you. But that's something that I'm gonna definitely put in the mental Rolodex so we can do next year. Have some kind of drive where we could help ease the load on some of these teachers. Shout out to all the teachers out there, man. All the teachers that's viewing as well, the teacher community. Let's keep them in prayer as well as our children as we prepare for the school year. Because our teachers need prayer very much so. So let's keep them lifted in prayer as well as students and our children. But know that I love you all, man. I hope to see you guys on the 22nd. You guys stay safe. Keep your chairs, keep your chair count to a minimum of 5 chairs. Don't go overboard. I don't want to come to nobody's house and y'all, like I said, y'all don't ain't no more chairs to buy because you don't bought all the chairs. Let's make sure there's enough chairs to go around for everybody. Um, and August, I'll be in support of that too. August 5th, all of us rolling down to Alabama to turn it into the new holiday. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening with your loved ones, your family. And your boy get at you on the 22nd. Not next week. We're taking next Tuesday off. But I'll see you guys on the 22nd. And as usual, in signing off, DeAndre and Elisha. Know that Daddy loves you intentionally, but I also love you unconditionally. Till the next time we get together, peace.